Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazoo here and welcome to episode 13 of Scaling to Glory. This is the first episode today. I will be uploading another episode later today. I'm not quite sure what time, but you probably will notice it by yourself. So we started things off with applying a hunter card to Alexander Pato and picking up a new stadium, which is the Camp Nou. Then I decided to go in an online tournament game. And we come up against a pretty bad team, 56 chemistry team, with some Barclays Premier League players in it. He has Young as centre back for some reason, I don't know why. But we start things off with Jadson on the ball. Does a few scale moves here, does some LTRT, tries the roulette, it gets pushed off the ball. Pato with the shot but gets blocked. And Kabai picks the ball up, does a drag back to get in a better position, takes a shot but hits the post unfortunately. Then we're still quite early in the game with Jadson on the ball in the 6th minute, does a nice fake drag back there. I try to dummy my defender with Pato, but then my opponent decides to rage quit. And this is what happened. Like, my record didn't change, but it cost me a contract, which was really weird, and I was quite annoyed about that because I had to buy some new contracts because, as you can see, I have 0 left now. But yeah, that's something that's quite strange in Ultimate Team. My opponent rage quit after the 5th minute, I did believe, in the 6th minute or something. But it took me a contract. But anyway, moving on, and we go into an online tournament game, and we come up against a Barclays Premier League team. Not really a surprise actually. We start off with Jadson on the ball, and he does get a free kick. Kabai steps up, takes a free kick, but unfortunately goes wide. Then we are moving on right before the first half, and it with Tarapt on the ball, does a fake Rabona, and I tried to do a flick up and maybe some fancy skill moves there, but yeah, I kind of failed. I decided to cross it in, then Arthur with a header, and it wasn't really that much easy save for the goalkeeper. And as you can see, these were the halftime stats. Were quite boring, to be fair. I only had 2 shots on target and my opponent had 0. Then we are moving on into the second half with Tarapt on the ball, crosses it in, but unfortunately couldn't go for a header. Benar found the ball here, fake Rabona, and he crosses it in. We pick the ball up here with Kabai. He takes a shot, and what a beauty that is. Great goal there from outside the box and worth a replay. And then we are in the 87th minute with my opponent on the ball with Asaidi. I managed to clear the ball here. We go on a counter attack with Pato on the ball. Does a Berber spin and a nice skill move to get past the player. Then we 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper, and Pato finish it off, and he makes it 2-0 in the 90th minute. And a great shot there with his weak foot. So we won the game with 2-0. Yeah, pretty easy game. It wasn't really that big of a deal because the opponent didn't really get any chances during the game. So we are moving on into the quarterfinals of the Champions Shield tournament, and we come up against once again a Barclays Premier League team. We start things off in the 1st minute of the game with a free kick from Kabai, gets deflected, and the header is for Walker, but unfortunately he doesn't go in. Then my opponent does some shielding work with Richards, crosses it in, Eto makes it 1-0, and for some reason my defenders completely forgot to head the ball away, which is just an annoying thing in FIFA, and I just can't seem to change it or something. I don't know how to defend them. It's just a thing that really annoys me. If you have any tips for me, then leave them in the comments below. Really would mean a lot to me, because that would basically mean that I can finally defend him. But then he picks the ball up with Jovetic, and he makes it 2-0 in the 31st minute. That was quite annoying. We managed to get the ball with Tarat here. He goes on a nice dribble, does a fake shot to cut inside, takes a shot, but a great save from his goalkeeper. Then we pick the ball up with Benarfa, does a scoop turn inside, finesse shot, and he makes it 2-1. So we are kind of back into the game. And yeah, we're trying to defend, but once again, through ball to Eto. He goes 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper, completely outpaces my defense, and he makes it 3-1 after some bad goalkeeping for Lloris. Really bad positioning. Then after a kind of mistake from my opponent, we get the ball with Jadson. He takes a shot, but great save from his goalkeeper. And then yeah, these were the halftime stats. I had some chances, but unfortunately couldn't score that many goals. And then we make another mistake with Laurie. I tried to throw it to Jadson, but he managed to get on the ball with SCN, heads it to Jovetic, and he makes it 4-1. So I was kind of desperate just to get the 2nd goal of the game. I tried to shoot from almost every angle, but it just didn't really work out for me. He steps up with Eto, and yeah, he completely outpaces past my defense. I tried to tackle him here, but it doesn't really work. Yeah, so he makes it 5-1. We get the ball here with Walker. Try to cross it into Pato, but he just yeah, he just doesn't jump. I don't know what it is. I can't seem to jump or head the ball in. Then a through ball from Jovetic to Eto'o once again. I just can't seem to defend him, and he makes it 6-1 in the 84th minute. Then he gets a cross, and I try to clear it away with Cahill, and yeah, we pick the ball up with Ben Arfa. He does a nice through ball to Alexander Pato, who goes 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper. He takes a shot with his weak foot, and he makes it 6-2. And yeah, that's how this game ends. We lost 6-2, which was quite annoying. I picked up a few contracts because I had like 0 left in my consumable pile. So we applied one to Alexander Pato, and we changed up the team to the hybrid skill team in the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. Then we go into an online single match, and we come up against a 55 chemistry team with some gold players, some silver players, and some bronze players mixed. So we start things off with a nice header from Ilya to Leandro Damiao, who does a nice flick, fake shot, and he makes it 1-0 in the 10th minute of the game. Then we pick the ball up with Elia, who does a through ball to Ben Arfa, fake Rabona to Sombrero flick, but it gets cleared by his defense. So we're in the second half of the game. Nice tackle there from Leandro Damiao to keep the ball inside the field. Elia managed to get on the ball, does a drag back to get past. Then a reverse elastico inside, does a finesse shot, but a great save from his goalkeeper. And who else there? Ben Arfa steps up for the rebound, and he makes it 2-0. Then after a throw in, some nice stuff there from Elia, nice fancy pass. Then we pick the ball up with Leandro Damiao, who does a few skill moves, gets a shot in, but gets blocked. And now look at this. I try to control the ball with Ben Arfa, but for some reason he completely walks the ball out of the field, which was, yeah, kind of retarded. But yeah, my opponent decides to rage quit for some reason, and that's also how this game ends, guys, and also how the episode ends. So I will have another upload out today. I'm not quite sure at what time, but it will appear in your subbox soon. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.